As a founder, you've established by now that only 17% of businesses fail due to product deficiency, but rather an acute 42% of enterprises collapse due to the strategic misalignment between market reality and product ecosystem. Research by the founders of the Forum Group suggests that the highest cause of 90% of startup failures is that their customers had no market need for their product. Product market fit is simply solving a real problem for your users. Evaluating Stripe, their 159 billion success story started with a reluctant attention to their UVP and to what their users mostly interact with, then slowly deploying new features. Similarly, Figma translated behavioral insight into product improvement, robust community that increased adoption and advocacy. Nearly 14 years later, Figma's strategy continues to generate long-term value, billions of ARR, despite the recent public Adobe acquisition setbacks and market valuation declines, proving that a good product market fit sustains business regardless of the market's lens of what your business is worth. It's not mistiming or cash flow shortages either. Only 11% of investor-backed startups gain next stage funding between 2020 and 2025 because of product market disconnect, regardless of early traction. Recent venture guidance suggests the VCs value retention over acquisition growth alone. The AI industry continues to attract strong investor interest across fintech, climate tech, health tech, remote enterprise systems, etc., projected at an explosive 37.3% CAGR and into 1.81 trillion global market by 2030. But yet also 85% of new AI startups are predicted to fail within their first 3 years if clear value and market fit are missed. In fact, 1 in 10 companies breach the gap between product and users. So what is the solution? Have senior leaders that continuously drive systems. Here's how I help the business anchor psychodynamic user behavioral insights towards unit economics and revenue modeling. I understood early on that there was too much being built, no validation, and no behavioral studies that guarantee repeated retention. So I built a structural framework that dissects activity and churn signal, a retention curve data towards strong revenue prediction, and more. Why is deep market and user fit obsession beneficial to the business and to you as the founder? Lower CAC. With retention and organic growth, you get to spend less acquiring users. Durable investor signal. With revenue predictability and retention, you gain investor confidence, behavioral IP advantage. You gain defined, flexible, proprietary knowledge against your competitors and a great asset for new hires. Signal clarity. Clarity on what 7% consistent monthly churn reduction over a period of 2 years is versus a 15% traction with 0.2 retention. Business efficiency. You shift focus from acquisition to long-term value creation. To be part of the 10% that succeeds, treat product market fit as a flywheel rather than a one-off milestone. Research shows that founders underestimate the time of product market fit by 3x. In my experience, this has been true. Embed early, senior leadership alignment that builds system, not isolated products. Imagine, as an end user, you're presented with a product you barely use or understand, but it's packed with features and sub-product. How likely are you to be overwhelmed, inclined towards a competitor with quicker time to value? I dive into psychodynamic behavioral insights and market fit to position the business towards steady retention and investor-ready attraction. Reach out for collaboration on your initiatives.